Welcome to powerful mythic folktales, where legends breathe and myths come alive. Each story here carries the soul of a people and the whispers of ancient truth. Settle in and let the journey begin. Buanga, a village hidden in the heart of nature, forgotten by time. Each morning, as the first rays of sun kissed the red earth, the village stirred to life. Birdsong danced with the smoke rising from hearths, and life moved in its own rhythm. In this village, tradition wasn't just spoken, it was lived. Every footstep carried the imprint of ancestors, every breeze whispered a prayer. And Nambi, born to this sacred soil, was one of the rare souls who could sense the strength hidden in silence. Each morning, Nambi and her mother would sit beneath the old tree, lift their hands to the sky, and whisper, "Protect us, spirits of our ancestors, show us the path." The village seemed peaceful, but within this soil, destiny was always weaving unseen threads. And Nambi's thread had already been spun. Nambi had grown into a young woman, calm in her stance, with eyes that held the wisdom of time. People respected her not for her words, but for her presence. One morning during prayer, the wind shifted, the tree branches shivered, and a strange weight pressed on her heart. She looked to the sky and whispered, "Great spirits, what is this feeling?" That night, in her dream, she walked through an ancient forest. The earth beneath her feet pulsed like a heartbeat. Suddenly, from the mist, an old woman appeared. Her face was lined like cracked earth, her voice soft but firm. "Nambi, the spirits are calling. A dark fate awaits your people. You are the only one who can protect them. But prayer alone will not be enough. The road is long, and your heart must be strong." When Nambi awoke, her hands were shaking, her eyes wet. For the first time, her prayer ended in tears. Something had begun. The next day, the village prepared for a sacred union ceremony. According to tradition, every young woman turning 18 would be matched with a partner. By sunset, the square lit up with torches. People danced around the fire, drums beat to the rhythm of ancestral songs. But suddenly, silence swept the crowd. At the edge of the fire, an old woman no one recognized stepped forward. Her eyes locked onto Nambi. "This girl is no ordinary soul," she said. "Her path is laced with pain, prayer, and sacrifice. If wrong choices are made, the harm will reach far beyond this village." The woman vanished. The flames dimmed. The air turned cold. Nambi stood frozen. Something had stirred deep within her soul. She didn't understand it, yet. Months passed. In Nambi's dreams, the same voice returned, "Pray before you journey, the spirits await." But the villagers were distracted. Crops had failed. The ground cracked. The animals were dying. Rain had not come in months. The elders whispered of a curse. "Perhaps we've lost the favor of the ancestors," they said. One morning, Nambi turned to her mother and said, "Mama, I have to go to the forest. I must speak to the spirits." Her mother wept, but didn't stop her. She too had felt it. The path of fate was shifting. Nambi entered the forest alone. She walked for days, hungry, exhausted, afraid. But her spirit remained unbroken. With each step, she whispered prayers. With each breath, she called the ancestors. On the third night, she collapsed beneath an ancient tree. In her dream, she saw a woman walking over water. The woman looked at her and said, "Brave child, you've prayed, you've journeyed. But before your final step, you must open your heart. The line between good and evil is thin. She awoke under a bright sky. For the first time, she felt not the weight of the past, but the responsibility of the future. In the forest depths lay a place no one dared go, the Valley of Mist. They said those who entered were forced to face their destiny. As she stepped through the fog, Nambi saw an old gravestone. Carved into it were the words, "Faith is greater than fear." She clutched the charm her mother had given her. Her legs trembled, but her heart stood tall. With each step, the spirits whispered, "You are on the right path." At the end of the valley, she found an ancient altar made of time-worn stones. She knelt and raised her hands. "O ancestors! O ancient spirits! If this land has offended you, let my soul be the offering. Spare my people." Suddenly, the sky darkened. Rain poured down, not in wrath, but in blessing. The earth drank deeply. The winds carried the voices of spirits, her prayer had been heard. When Nambi returned, the village stood still. But the soil had changed. Green shoots pushed through the earth. The sun shone like it hadn't in months. Children laughed by the river once more. The elders knelt before her. "You didn't just pray. You became the prayer." Nambi smiled, tired, but hopeful. "I simply followed my heart," she said. "And I didn't get lost in my prayers." From that day on, the village celebrated Nambi Day every year. For she had become the legend that saved them all. You've just witnessed a story passed down through generations. A tale of fate, of prayer, and tradition. If this tale moved your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless legends. Thank you for walking this journey with us. Until next time, let the myths guide you.